Alright. Hi, I'm Amy Landecker, and I play the wife on Lesbian on Transparent. If you haven't seen the show, it is the Jewiest, queerest show on television. I suggest you watch it. And it is created by Jill Soloway, who is the sister of Faith Soloway, who we're honoring today, who is a writer on our show. And to quote her sister, Jill, "Faith is her name. She is pure, liquid faith. When she is in the room, you feel confidence and joy and yes." Indeed, I am feeling pretty confident and joyful being with you today and acknowledging this exceptional artist and mother and lesbian and Jew, Faith Soloway. There is a Jewish proverb that says, "It is better to light a candle than curse the darkness." Faith has spent a lifetime lighting that candle, healing the world and its inequality and intolerance through light, not darkness. Sorry, my allergies are acting up. By lighting candle after candle through her music and her writing. People always ask me, what's my favorite moment or scene of Transparent? And it's insanely difficult to choose, but I often say the Trans Got Talent show, which is the centerpiece of the episode that Faith is lead writer on. The show's protagonist and newly out Transparent, don't know the pun, Maura Pfefferman gives a heartbreaking and courageous performance of Gautier's "Someone I Used to Know" with her friend and trans mentor Davina at the Trans Got Talent show at the local LGBTQ community center. This is really Maura's coming out party expressed through music and dance and glamorous hair and makeup, and she has asked all of her kids to come and support her. Faith not only wrote the episode, but vocal coached and choreographed the musical number. Jill, our director, didn't let me and Gabby Hoffman and Jay Duplass, who play my brother and sister, see the number or Maura or Davina ahead of time, and she didn't warn us that she was going to have the cameras rolling when we first saw them sing. She wanted us to have a genuine reaction to seeing our parent on stage for the first time. Well, when we saw our Mappa sing and dance to the haunting song in all of her glory, we all cried. It was so moving. Unfortunately, our characters got washed away in fear and narcissism. But as actors, we were all deeply moved, and so was the audience who watches at home. Maura's performance is pure faith. The faith to come out publicly, the faith to sing and dance when you really don't think you know how, the faith to be vulnerable and truthful about who you are, the faith to walk through fear and ridicule and misunderstanding in order to live an authentic life and set an example for your children. Well before Transparent, Faith has used her music and writing to encourage laughter and empathy and discussions of gender and family and religion and identity. Faith spent 3 years as musical director for Second City, which led to the creation of Soloway's first big hit, a collaboration with her sister Jill, the real-life Brady Bunch. She then began producing a series of schlock operas, as she likes to call them, like Miss Folk America and Jesus Has Two Mommies. She performed live with her band, the Faith Soloway Experiment, and produced a solo album entitled Training Wheels featuring the Lesbo song. Her song Sister's Boyfriend was featured on the Respond compilation, A Benefit for Domestic Violence Causes. She wrote about her personal experiences starting a family in essays like Betsy Loves Bobbies and The Other Mother, Tales from the Lesbian Homefront. And she spent her summers working with the Charles River Creative Arts Program in Dover, Massachusetts, teaching kids music and theater. And now, of course, through the smash hit Transparent, she has her largest platform yet to share her incredibly unique voice and vision. It is no surprise that JQ has chosen to honor Faith today. JQ's motto is creating visibility and opportunity for LGBTQ Jews and allies. Faith does this by sharing her personal stories that both educate and empower LGBTQ Jews and their families. JQ works to foster and highlight role models that embody pride in a healthy and integrated queer and Jewish identity. Faith leads by example by shedding light on LGBTQ issues facing Jewish families and shows courage by striving for authenticity in her writing and music. JQ educates and advocates for increased community awareness of LGBTQ Jews. Faith is a visionary force in bringing queer Jewish families to the public through narrative-based television. Indeed, it is faith that allows us to question and connect, laugh and cry, love and accept ourselves and our community. It is an honor to present Faith Soloway with this award.
Thank you so much. I am really wanting to take this seriously, this place, this honoring. I've never been honored before. And after Amy's 3-page written speech, it makes me want to go back in the closet because I didn't really. I see Bruce Valanche in front of me, who's a huge hero, seriously. I see Melanie Sharon Jen Westenhofer, who, when you're a queer artist, you look to all of the people before you who are out and who are doing it. Right there, yeah. And so to take a place at that table as well, you guys have inspired me. We're talking about, I'm getting this inspiration award. And inspiration, if you think about it, we all have it. We all have this pilot, this light that's just going. It's just going. And when you see other people lift that flame a little higher, right? You're in your darkest place. Because when you're queer, you have to come out of the closet. There's a time that it's dark. And you need these people to get that flame up there so that you can be your truest self. Also, Andrew Marison, and I don't know how to pronounce your name. Marison. All of the things that you've produced. And Barbara Zaki, I can't wait to learn more about you, truly. But Transparent is our little family business. My sister Jill right there is one of my biggest inspirations because I've watched her out here for 20 years in LA just do it and write and have these scripts and push these scripts up these hills. And I've heard her say, I guess nobody wants to hear what I have to say. And until a truth happened, people kind of recognized the pain and the celebration of that pain. And yes, we've got a Jewish show, we've got a queer show, and I'm proud to be part of that. So Jill is one of my biggest inspirations, how to do art in life. And I think I've heard before that life is chaos and art makes sense of that chaos. And that's what we artists do. And my Mappa is a huge inspiration for coming out at 75 and living their truth. And she's in Chicago right now, and my cisgendered mama is not here because she's living her truth of being at Temple Israel's Ojai Women's Weekend. That's badass. Her daughter's being honored, but she bought these tickets a while ago and she couldn't get out of it. You go mom. She moved to Los Angeles to be closer to her daughters. She's been in Chicago all of her life. She moved to LA. I've never been honored before. And she's great. She's playing mahjong for the first time. And she would have loved to watch this, but she's really doing what she needs to be doing right now. I truly believe that. I'm not kidding. I'm proud of her. She inspires me every day. And I'm looking at two writers right here who are part of Transparent. Ethan Cooperberg is our baby writer. He's our youngest writer, and he is brilliant and kind and inspires me every day. And Jana Speidel, our newest writer, who, by living who she is inspiring kids everywhere, adults everywhere, to live who they are, to live where they are. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of goofy stuff. stuff all my life, but the thing that I do enjoy the most is working with children, working with kids. And what means the most to me is when I get a letter, I get a lot of letters from them, a lot of emails from them. They're 25 right now, or they're 20, or they're 30, or they're 19, and I work with them as 11, 12, 13-year-olds. And if you weren't out and gay, well, out, gay is out. If you weren't out and living your truth and doing your art, I couldn't have done what I couldn't be happy. You showed me you're a queer artist who was yourself, and you were being crazy. And they thanked me, and it really is the thing that I carry. It's a pilot light that I'm talking about that we all have, and that we're hopefully all inspiring each other. So, JQ, thank you so much. I'm honored, and I will take this very seriously. And thank you for this place at your table.